Okay, so yeah, I said that I was not going to make any more videos about the shooting itself, the shooting of Charlie Kirk. But you have literally sent me this video, like more than 100 emails I've received with this video. You know it. So many of you have sent me it. You can check my comments saying that you have to take a look at RangeDayBro's videos from this channel, RangeDayBro. You can check his channel, by the way. Has some interesting videos in there and has this video that, yeah, you have asked me over and over again that I have to take a look at this, because this is the proof that Charlie was hit, not from the front, but we're gonna find out what RangeDayBro says. And even if I say that I was not gonna make any more videos about the shooting, I'm gonna make an exception because, well, I also tell you that if you ask me something, I will give it to you. So here we go. Just in case that, to be very clear about this was my final video on the topic, and that's, I guess, ultimate mystery about the bullet has been solved. This was finally settled. I was really, let's say, concrete and direct about that. Was not going to do any more videos about this, but I have something to say at the end of this commentary. So we have RangeDayBro, which made this video, new proof, Kirk assassination, new video evidence changes everything, has more than 2 million views. And RangeDayBro, he says that he has ultimate proof that essentially completely evaporates whatever is the federals and the FBI has a claim about what happened. So what is his point? I made sure to just blur all the things that we don't need to see. First of all, he points out the flash that we have seen in other videos. I think it was in the outside the overtone from Zeb. He mentioned this as well. You remember the flash? You remember the flash at the right there? There's the flash that appears. I clipped the video, but you know that they claim that there's this flash too, if you're using, you know, the orientation. If you can imagine, I don't know if you're used to this. You have your 12 o'clock, you have your 3 o'clock, you have your 9, and you have your 6 on your back. Then we are talking kind of a 3 o'clock, okay? A shot from Charlie's right. Let's say for a moment, let's entertain the idea for a moment that there was a shot from that angle, okay? Charlie's 3 o'clock would be our right. We get our bearings. Nice. It could be maybe a bit, let's say to a bit 3-4-ish, a bit from the back, right? Okay, to be actually fair about what RangeDayBro says here and what Debunking, by the way, he mentioned in his video that I also commented, and he also draws this line in which you have essentially, it's not exactly 3 o'clock, it will be about 3.5, 4-ish, essentially a shot from, I'm gonna try to do this, mimic this, a shot not exactly from the side, but a bit from, okay, from this, right? A bit from the back, that is important. This is from his video. This is a screenshot from his video. Okay, so far so good. Okay, has a point. But the problem is, this is not actually a problem. This is like the line of the shot, and the claim that the shot is coming. You're seeing the angle, right? And he's claiming that what we see is the exit wound. All right, you already know what is my conclusion about that wound. He's saying in his video that the shot entered at some point in Charlie's hair. All right. The problem is that, in fact, when he tries to draw that line from that angle, from that point to that would make sense to exit here, what we see, right? It doesn't go through Charlie's hair. you see that the shot is like entering at a point that is on the other side of the head, of course. That is not Charlie's head, hair, all right? That is a problem, because then he makes sure to mark this area as in this is the area in which the shot enters. But when you see this angle, it doesn't match. It's more like his cheek or his jaw, not his hair. So there's a mismatch here. Again, gonna give him a pass and keep at it. But then he says a couple things that don't make much sense. The first one is that he says some kind of quote-unquote blood splatter on the entry wound, which, all right, I don't know, maybe that can be a thing. I'm going to consider the possibility so far. But then he really doesn't explain the fact that we don't see any blood spatter on the exit wound. Quote-unquote exit wound. He's claiming that this is the exit wound, but it just appears without blood spatter. He says that, oh yeah, there's some blood in there, but no, you can't see it. It's simply you cannot see it. He claims that you absolutely can see it, but no, you cannot see it. That was the first time I said, oh, wait a second, man. I can try to make the angle work, and I have some trouble with that angle. Again, two things can be true at once. You know that the theory of the front shot, we already, or at least I have already gone through the steps, and we already concluded that, yeah, it hit the spine, and it was deflected. So I could say that the shot could have entered, I don't know, the hair or the jaw, and it was deflected as well inside Charlie's head. Why not? And exit through here. It's only fair. Okay, if my conclusion has a bullet that enters through his neck and is deflected inside his body thanks to hitting his spine, then it's only fair that I can accept a bullet that enters at an odd angle and exits at an odd angle too. So we have to be fair with that. But then we continue, and we see that there's some inconsistencies in RangeDayBro's own recollection. Watch his hair jolt forward. This is also proof that the head was struck from behind. Now, wait, you just told me that the shot, the flash was, remember, 3-ish, 4-ish o'clock on the line is, yeah, is like here, right? In this direction, all right? Mostly from his right, not from his back, because it was the white tent that was on his back, and it was this line that was on his right. You have already told us that, and you draw this line yourself in your video. All right, maybe it doesn't match the hairline, but now you say yourself on your video that the head was struck from behind. It is not exactly. You're mixing two things. It's from behind. We are understanding a shot that comes like this. All right, from behind. And another thing is the case that you have been making so far, that is from 3 or 4-ish o'clock, which is basically from his right. All right, let's give him another pass, and let's say that from behind means that it was a bit from behind. It was from the right, a bit from behind. All right, okay. We still don't have a magic bullet, quote unquote. We don't have it, but then this is the part that he lost me. In which he begins to mention this supposedly guy with a ghillie suit, like in an urban setting, which doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you be wearing a ghillie suit here? Like, everybody would instantly see you or it is a bush. You are behind a bush, right? And allegedly, according to RangeDayBro, this blob here is a sniper. All right. But then it makes even less sense, because this guy would be at 2-ish o'clock of Charlie. It's not even 3 o'clock or a bit from behind. This guy would be at 2 o'clock, so a bit in front of Charlie. So which one is it? Is it 3 o'clock-ish? It is a bit from behind, or is a bit from the front? He is talking about 3 different angles here. So I'm a bit lost. Again, we can say, I could accept, yeah, there could be an entry wound in Charlie's hair. I can accept that. I can accept that there could be a bit of matter exploding there in the entrance, and we see blood spatter there. I still don't know what is that. Is this an earpiece or something like that, or there was some kind of pendant he has? I have no idea what is that we see like flying out of his the side of his head. So it could be an entry wound, and the bullet could have been let's say deflected or redirected inside Charlie's head and gotten out of his neck. But without blood spatter, and I don't know. And the other thing is, and this is very important, if the entry wound was on Charlie's hair, we get video of several seconds after the shot, in which you see that Charlie begins to stumble in his chair. It would have been, with all the pressure of all the things that are in our head, brain, matter, everything, all the blood that is in here, we 100% would have seen a line of blood down his neck. That is mandatory. And we don't see any of that. And the other thing that RangeDayBro says, is, by the way, I'm going to put his mugshot here, is that Charlie's head jolting forward is consistent with a shot from behind. Again, I think that's one of the things that not only the hair, the head, he even does the movement of the head. And I explained that in another of my videos. You can just check all my videos and you can see that I have made the most out of it to make sure we get to the bottom of it. And RangeDayBro only accounts for this movement forward, which again will be consistent with a shot from 6 o'clock, totally behind you, like behind the tent. All right? And we know, because we have seen Charlie's body language when he was shot, that it was not just the head jolting forward, but was this is what happens. Everybody saw that. Paramount Tactical did the exact same thing that I'm doing right now. It's this movement, which means that the force, the impact, the push of the bullet comes from the front. And I've explained that, I don't know, this is like the 4th time that I'm saying it. So yes, I am pretty sure that so many of you are going to get mad at me. I didn't want to make this video. You requested my opinion about this. I already said I was going to leave this topic settled. Maybe this is not what you expected. Maybe you expected me to corroborate what RangeDayBro said. But no, I really try to go step by step, but especially in the inconsistency of the angles that he exposes in his own 8-minute video. He basically talks about 3 different angles and 3 different outcomes, and especially if the entry wound would be in the hair, we would see blood in seconds. In seconds. You know, the pressure right inside the head, instantly we see blood flowing. We have seconds of Charlie before he fell to the floor. No blood ran. The movement of Charlie's body is consistent with a shot from the front. There's no blood spatter in the exit wound on the neck. I don't know how many times do I have to repeat this. But I want to say something before you go. And before you hit dislike and you go to the comments and tell me that I'm paid by Israel, I'm paid by the FBI, this is not how we roll here. This is not how we roll here. I'm going to explain to you because I'm grateful that you're here, by the way, and at the Battle Language Guy channel. And by the way, yeah, this video that I made got a lot more dislikes than usual, but at the same time got more new subscribers than usual. So I think that many of you are interested in what I have to say. And I feel that I have a responsibility about that. And one thing that longtime viewers of this channel know is that if I'm not sure of something, I will tell you I am not sure what is going on. I will tell you one video that I made about the Charlie Kirk assassination that I told you this is odd. It was, well, the manipulation of the cameras 5 minutes after Charlie was shot, and it turned out to be one of TPUSA's most trusted people was essentially making sure to get the SD card safe, right? So nobody put their hands on it. Okay, so if I don't know, if I'm not sure, I'm going to try to comment something, but I'm not going to try to push some kind of conspiracy or try convoluted thing around that, because I think that that is not the point. I mean, I don't like when people begin to make up things just to, for clicks, because that is nice. I like asking questions, and I have made it very clear that questions should be asked. We should have the right to ask questions, as Charlie had the right to ask questions about Israel. That is the same principle, and that's why we are here. But we need to analyze the evidence. We need to connect the dots, and if the dots don't match, what can I do? Again, I don't like the idea of just debunking what other people do online. But again, so many of you have asked me this, that I felt compelled to make this video. And there's one more thing that I want to say, and it might be even more hurtful for so many of you. I really have to say this. Candace Owens suggests that Charlie Kirk was shot from underground tunnels. Maybe everyone is looking up when we should be looking below. And what Candace, I checked it. She was saying something of the sort in her latest podcast, and she was mentioning what we already covered in this channel. It was just I mentioned that on my second to last live stream, that I didn't even make a video about this because it was just a manhole cover for maintenance of plumbing and electricity. It was open while, okay, I mentioned that it's odd that they were paving this like days after Charlie was shot. That is one thing. But I didn't say, oh no, that we have to find out about this is just a manhole cover. I did not make a story about this being other thing than a manhole cover. I find it funny. Sorry, I was about to show you something. I find it funny. This from a 9mm SMG, mocking this kind of conspiracies. I'm wondering if the federal government has explored the possibility that Charlie was possibly killed by weaponized invisible bees. They divert your attention with the gunshot and then send in the swarm of bees, but no one can see them. Or I don't know, maybe Jewish Terminator robots with the lasers kill Charlie. Who knows? Again, this channel, we ask questions. We try to connect the dots, but only if the dots makes sense with what we're seeing and we can confirm from the footage. And I know there's AI, there's a lot of stuff. I've told you that all those inconsistencies of Tyler Robinson's face, and they just pop up that an AI enhanced face of Tyler Robinson. Don't do that, because that is tainting the evidence. And if you say everything that comes from, I don't know, Twitter, everything that comes from the FBI, everything that comes from any source is tainted, everything is made up, yeah, you will end up in the group that thinks that everything about the Charlie Kirk's assassination was staged. Everything was fake. That even Charlie Kirk never existed. You can go there. Maybe I am an AI. Maybe all of us are, every single one of us are in a simulation. I cannot help you. That is not what this channel is about. So that's why I made this video. It was a bit longish than usual, but I needed to make a point about this. And I know that so many of you are going to leave, maybe frustrated, maybe you don't like that I said that about Candace Owens, but man, my God, that is officially no, man, no, that is I'm not gonna say the word. I am not saying the word. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what we are gonna do. I'm gonna suggest, this is what you saw. I'm gonna suggest that you go to my dedicated political commentary channel here on YouTube called The Power Pundit. I just made a video talking about making fun of Kamala Harris absolutely rejecting Buttigieg only for the reason that he was gay for VP on her 2024 campaign. So make sure to go and check it out. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Battle Language Guy. Much love and bliss.